Okay, so you're probably watching this video because you have some interest in Loughborough University. You might be starting here this year, you might be starting here next year, or you might be watching this because you just like watching my videos, in which case, thank you. But whatever your reason is for watching this video, I'm going to take you on a little tour. Well, it's actually quite a big campus, so more of a big tour of Loughborough University, and I'll capture all the key places in the process. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so the time right now is 11:36 in the morning. I'm in town and I'm going to walk to campus, and when I get to campus I'll show you what time it is, just so that you know how long it takes to go from town to campus, and just so that you know, we're going to begin the tour at the Radmoor Centre, which also happens to be the place where the bus stop for you to get the bus into campus for free is. And also the Radmoor Centre is right next to Loughborough College. But before we start making our way there, if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and leave a comment down below. All of those things really help this channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. I sort of forgot to start my timer when I left my accommodation, but I do remember that I left around 11:58 in the morning, and by the time that I got to the bus stop that you just saw, it was 12:23. Okay, just a quick notice, this is the sprint bus that you can take into campus, and you'll see it around campus a lot. It's also quite good if you need to go from one end of campus to the other, because walking it can be a little bit long. Okay, so I got off at the wrong bus stop because I forgot to press the stop button. So I had to walk back to the bus stop I was supposed to get off at, which is the Students' Union bus stop. And this is me pretending to get off the bus for continuity. So this building here is the Hazlerigg building, and this is where a lot of the admin work is done, together with the building on the right. But here in the Hazlerigg building, this is where the Vice Chancellor's office is. And there is also this really cool miniature model of the whole campus. And one more thing, a lot of students like to take their graduation photos here. So just a few shots of this lovely scenery. But now we're going to go over to the Students' Union. Here's a shop, here's the entrance to the Students' Union, and I was quite surprised when I got here because the last time I was here at the Students' Union, it looked a lot different. It didn't have this theme to it, but we were just here for a quick tour because I didn't want to film too much. So here we're heading back out, and as you can see here, this is the security building. So if you have any security queries, then this is the place for you to go. So walking past the security building, now we're crossing the road and we're going to go by the sports ground. There's just a shot of a van that you will probably see a lot when you start at Loughborough. And there is Power Base Gym to the left. Here's a close-up shot of Power Base. Next up is the Shirley Pearce Square. Sometimes there are events here actually, which is quite cool. It's very close to Towers, and we're going to pass Towers in a second. And right at the end of this road is the Design School. And here is a close-up of the Design School. Here we've got the Netball and Badminton Centre. And then tennis courts, which is where exams are typically held when they are in person. Okay, so here's the back of the Design School and some greenery. We're just speed walking through. Here's a parking lot. And this is the National Centre for Sports and Exercise Medicine. So we carry on walking, and we're walking towards where a lot of students have their lectures. So this is the James France Walk. And this is just me in case you forgot what I looked like. So here's the wavy top buildings. They have a lot of study rooms if you like to study in study rooms. But we're walking past that now and we're going right to the end of the road that we started walking through. And here are some steps that we will quickly go up. Now we're approaching the Edward Herbert building, and the Edward Herbert building has a bunch of lecture theatres in it as well, and they have a cafeteria in case you want to get some food. Some greenery here. And here is the Bridgman building. This is where student services is. So if you're thinking of getting some feedback regarding your CV or a cover letter, then this is the place to go. It can be really helpful. And here is just a little park close to the building. So in this shot, the Bridgman building is to my immediate left, but we're going to turn left here and we're going to walk towards the library. And just for your information, down this road, you would go to the student village. And here we can see the Student Accommodation Centre. So if you have any queries regarding student accommodation on campus or the Holt or Harry French or William Morris, then come here. And we're back to speed walking towards the library. And here is the geography weather station, so I guess that's of interest to geography students. So here's the library. I got a few shots, but the library is quite big, so I didn't want to walk around it because I had walked a lot already that day and I had a lot more walking to do. But you can't really miss the library. It's quite a visible building. So now we're walking towards West Park, and this is where the engineering students would come for their lectures. And it's one long road all the way to the exit of campus. To be honest, I don't know these buildings too well because none of my lectures are ever here, so I rarely come to this side of campus. I actually think that the West Park of campus looks like a city street, but I don't know if that's just me. This building caught my eye because there was a race car in there, so I wanted to have a better look. And now we're towards the exit of campus. So there on the left is the STEM lab, and then the blue building in front is the teaching hub. I like the artificial grass, so I thought I'd film it, why not? Yeah, in case you didn't know, that was the STEM lab. So now we're walking towards Holywell Gym and the Loughborough University Stadium. So here on the left there are some football pitches, and here is the Loughborough University Stadium. We're gonna get a closer shot in a second. The Holywell Fitness Centre is one of the gyms on campus. The other gym is of course Power-Based Gym, but in case you didn't know, the Holywell Fitness Centre is usually recommended for casual gym goers. So let's go to the stadium. This is like a maze. And there it is. There is the entrance to it. And here's just another shot of the stadium. So at this point, whilst filming this, I was tired. So I decided that I wouldn't film myself walking back to where I started from. So now we're gonna go towards the student village. And we begin around Robert Bakewell. The hub is basically like a communal area. There's also a dance studio in it. We can see Robert Bakewell on the left, and we're gonna go right. And this here is Elvin Richards. So we did a little 360 and we're carrying on walking towards the village. So there are 4 accommodations that have this sort of look, and they are Cayley, Rutherford, Faraday and Royce. And the one that I'm showing here is actually Royce. And here is the Whitworth Tower. Here is the on-campus convenience store. And now we're around Claudia Parsons. This is the newest accommodation on campus. I really like the athletics theme to the road. Here is a hockey pitch, and now we're walking towards the athletics track, which we can see now. Very nice day as well. So if you're into athletics, you'll be pleased to know that Loughborough University has an athletics track on campus. So now we're back to where we started. It was a very long walk, but the day was nice, and I've aimed to capture the most important areas that you will find on campus if you are going to start here at Loughborough. Alright, so I'm back now from that tour. It was so much walking, So much walking. But that's where I'm going to leave off. If you could like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and leave a comment down below, that would be much appreciated. But I'll see you guys next time for another video.